Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play the Final Fantasy Legend 3 for the Nintendo Game Boy. Last episode, Weggie, Bwizzy, Bubbles, and Gilda entered into Xagor's castle. They stopped about halfway through at this warp point that takes everyone deeper into the castle. So once we get deep into the castle, we're going to start running into these electrical barriers. They don't take off too many hit points when you step on them, so you can just tank your way through them, but the game makes it easy enough that you can do it like a simple back step or two, orient your characters to be able to jump over them safely. So might as well do that. We want to save up our resources as much as possible because we have our Xagor coming up. But before Xagor, we do have a few more monsters we want to farm. And we also have Xagor's like right-hand minion to deal with, so he's like a mini-boss coming up. So, now if you don't have a lot of resources, to the north there was a staircase. We skipped it because it just leads to a dead end. But if you went north, when we went left where there's that split, when we were jumping over the electrical barriers, if you would have went north there, you would have come across another staircase. If you would have taken that staircase, it'll eventually lead to a room that has a door in it, and that can get you out of Xagor's castle to, you know, go back and maybe replenish your supplies if you were hurt for supplies. That's only if you don't have the exit spell. If you have the exit spell, you can just use the exit spell, and that'll warp you outside of Mount Goat. So, yeah, you have to do Mount Goat and Xagor's castle all in one go. So, like I said, if you find yourself like you don't have the exit spell and you're not prepared, there is that, they do give you that little exit, like I said, a little more than halfway through the castle. And also a little bit more than halfway through the castle, we have this mini-boss coming up here. So, I'm pretty close to full, so I won't need to heal up. Xagor? Xagor, you fool. Xagor's the very ocean you see every day. Only a part of him is here. What? Xagor's probably done merging with Soul at the top floor by now. Merging? Xagor will have Soul's power. You fools are finished. And Soul's the only person who apparently could stop Xagor. So if he absorbs him, then it's gonna be like doubly tough to finish him off. So this guy, once again, we're just gonna rely mainly on the Mystic Swords to take care of him. Since Bubbles can't use a Mystic Sword, we will use her magic to attack. Nuke, that is a pretty dangerous spell there. We can keep up with it though with having Bwizzy use his Cure B, which does about which clears about 60% of your character's max hit points per casting, and then also Borgin has the Cure A, which does 30%. So you can pretty much heal himself effectively. So the only problem with this guy is he's kind of fast, so sometimes he can even outspeed Weggie there. So he's got to hope that he doesn't bombard you with like 2 nukes in a row. But that's where it helps to have people who can self-fix like Weggie and Gilda, who heal up some of their hit points, a 10th of their hit points after each round. So yeah, they'll eventually almost heal themselves. So I'm going to play a little dangerous here. If you want to play this fight really safe, you could probably have Bwizzy and Borgin doing their cure spells preemptively. So right there I didn't really need to use that cure spell because everyone was pretty much at full. But, you know, if I would have used the cure spell, then, you know, at the end of this round, everyone would still be at full again, because Bwizzy would heal up the damage that he took. And Borgin, if he didn't, Borgin would finish off the remaining healing. So that's one way, like I said, if you really want to play the thing safe, but I'm going to play a little dangerously here. I mean, I'm only going to really heal when I super need to. So I guess this would be a good time, you know, you can have your monster potentially be a healer as well. You can buy, but like I said, that would violate the thing I was going to say. Like I was only going to keep Bwizzy, my white mage, and Bubbles, my black mage. So, like I said, just for that little extra added challenge. Speaking of added challenge, I know I spoke about it a little bit in the last episode. The transformation makes the game a little bit easier. So like one challenge you can do is like do a no transformation run, and I'll do a no transformation final boss fight. Because it doesn't really change too much. You might just have to level a little bit more. I think what really helps is we didn't do too much of it in this playthrough, mainly because our mutants were changed, were transformed. But magic is a little bit more effective when because the mutants have the double multiplier, so Bwizzy and Bubbles will do twice as much damage with their magic. So once you start getting those hit all spells, like your lit 2, your fire 2, your ice 2s, it get a little bit easier. So in the beginning part of the game, when you don't have really good weapons to take advantage of the humans, double effectiveness of weapons, and you don't really have great magic to use the mutants' double effectiveness of magic, that things can be really tough. But usually you can just solve that with a little bit extra level grinding. You'll see when I change my characters back to their regular forms for the bonus episode that their stats are much lower. Now, if you grind it all the way up to the max level, which will take a real long time in this game because like, experience the enemies give is really low, the humans and mutants will end up being better. Because these characters, they all have a stat cap. The monster has the 980 hit points. Gilda there has 950 hit points. Where everybody will be able to get like over 999 hit points if they just stayed in their like human and mutant classes. Yeah, the game only shows the 999, but as we saw with Weggie there, every time he self-fixes, he has more than 999 hit points. Because he's self-fixing like 107 around, so he has 1,070 hit points. So, but like I said, that would take a real long time. And I guess the game like purposely discourages grinding by making the characters, the enemies, give so little experience toward the end of the game. So. Even grinding, I did a little bit of grinding. I got everybody up to level 40 with that for the bonus episode. But even just getting up to level 40, so I was like, I think with about 6 levels, I think I ended up at level 34 with these characters. Still took a while, even doing the talent grinding with the E-laser and then having Borgen follow up with white. So unfortunately, we gained a level, and that's going to force us to gain another level because. Gilda turned into the Ashima monster, and we don't want that monster because it has worse stats than the Anubis. It doesn't have the self-fix like the Anubis does, and it doesn't have the all like the Anubis does. Here we're going to get the ultimate explosive, the nuke. I guess you can give that if you weren't using the Mystic Swords of the Cyborgs. It gives a lot of bonus. I think it's 250 hit points and 250 attack power to Cyborg. But like the tear gas, it's a one-use item. So you want to use that like with a Cyborg that has a good ability on the side, so they don't have to use that weapon to take advantage of the stats it gives. So once we get to this floor here, this is the final floor. We don't want to adventure too far in this. Sol is basically in the middle, and once we get right in front of in his direct line of sight, the game takes over. It just basically sets up for the cutscene. But I want to, like I said, I got to farm some final monsters here, including these Sea Ryu monsters, which is what Bubbles currently is, and we can also get the other monster that she could transform into at this level, the Garuda monster. So I just want to get them out. The SS is also another monster that we haven't encountered. Yeah, we want to just, like I said, throw out all the enemies. Yeah, the final ones are available on this floor. So, luckily neither of them are too rare, so it's not going to take too long to farm them. Besides, we wanted to do a little bit of fighting anyway to get Gilda to change back into the Anubis form. So, don't want to eat the meat. So, yeah, that was a big group right there, and only like 292 experience. So, let's just wander around here, grab the, like I said, the final thing, and get that final level to 35 for. It thinks that it doesn't change like every 4 levels, because you figure, you know, the Anubis is for 3/4 of the elemental monsters. It's only the air that the Asian accounts for, but they rotate every other level, so if they didn't rotate every other like that, we probably wouldn't have to be grinding here like this, but it's okay. Remember, the stats, these ain't really going to affect anything, because like I said, our stats are set because we're in these classes, so this experience is not helping us at all. Like I said, it'll help the base classes though, because you know they still haven't maxed out, and you'll see that when I'm even at level 40. And I just mainly get those levels, like I said, just to probably didn't need to get those levels, but I just wanted to make everybody level 40 just so they can be at the same level as Borgin. Because I said, like at the beginning of the game, usually once your 5th character is basically like what you're shooting for, like level-wise. So basically, once you hit like level 5 and your Myron's level, the game's basically saying like you're good enough to go forward. So it's just the 5th character serves as a good block to show you like where you would need to be before you can safely advance. And Borgin's level 40, so I was like, I'll just bring everybody up to level 40, you know, satisfy that OCD in me. So we got all the monsters in the game. So at the end of each episode, you can see the different monsters I encountered. If you're looking for a full bestiary, there's also a full bestiary on RPG Classics and Game FAQs, if you're interested. It's a little less organized, I think, the way that I did, because I did it with colors and the elements that the monsters all wore, that I had to look at a second place to get. But so we're just not fighting here, we're just fighting to gain that last level, and then we can advance with the story to the end of the story, because this is the second to last episode if you don't count the bonus episode. Next episode we will be actually taking on Xagor. So here's our final battle to level up on. Yeah, just go all out. Like I said, just have Borgin use his white, Bubbles use her nuke spell. In between the two of them, they could finish these folks off. Bwizzy also throws in his white there, so, and he missed that one guy. Otherwise, he would have failed. He used the cure one to himself. Bubbles will take him out. There we go. And we get the level up, and we get the change that we wanted. That's the main thing. And nope, don't need those parts. So, yeah, cyborg removed. You're going to be cyborg no matter what. So there's our soul. Once you step into that little section there where it's like a bubbly water, the game takes over. So we're just going to make a quick save here. We'll use a tent. That'll heal all our characters up. Good inventory management here. Why did the light crystal move? Okay, there we go. So we got all our crystals there at the end. Heal up. And then we're ready for the final boss of the next episode. Take care, have a good one, where we take on Xagor and hopefully save Saul and the world. Have a good day, everyone. Thanks for following along. Take care. Bye.